Alright, it should be going.
Yep, it's up.
Alright.
Now I have to stream. Do I have Do Not Disturb on? Do not. And First Shot by Macklemore is
Son, they
playing
can
on my
hear
Spotify.
you.
Oh, okay. It's okay. We're still in the loading screen. It's fine.
Alright, I think we're ready. Okay, welcome everybody to day 2 of our Roses tournament. Today will be Firework versus Latte. Yesterday we had Petrichor proceed to our final, which will be later today at 4 p.m. EST. So we're really excited to see what these teams will bring today. I'm Risa. I'm one of your commentators.
I'm Eden, and I'm really looking forward to see which one of our teams today will be joining Petrichor in the finals.
Yes, I'm super excited. So give us just a couple seconds while we get everything situated on our end, and then we'll start our first match.
Great. So we do already have, just so people are aware, Team Firework is going to be hunting first, and Team Latte are going to be the survivors first this time around. And we are going to be starting off on the map Red Church, and that was, it was going to be Team Latte's pick, so we'll see if they're picking that map to benefit their hunter, maybe, or they're just trying to get maybe a
Yes.
4-man out for their survivors.
Yes, since this is the first match, it is very critical to see the most survivor or hunter kills that we can get in this first match to get a head start. All right. And
All right, and we will get started. And this is a reminder that the first round there are no character bans, so it's just going to be pick whoever you want, but keep in mind these characters that you'll see the first round on the survivor end at least will not be picked again.
yes. So the survivors have to pick very wisely. Unless they go into overtime, which we saw yesterday, and everyone could play any character they wanted. So right now it's looking like we have a seer, a airplanist, barmaid, and gravekeeper, which we could see a double tide on that gravekeeper and airplanist. We have some very good support from that barmaid and that seer, getting those heals in.
And I wonder if they will play a double tide turner, or maybe they will make a play with that barmaid Dovlin support to allow for maybe only one of the rescuers, maybe probably the gravekeeper, who's one of the fastest, if not is the fastest, I believe, rescuing speed in the game.
Yes.
It would allow them to stay on those ciphers, let that gravekeeper just get the rescuing done.
We've seen so much of Gravekeeper in our tournament so far. We've seen them pretty much every single round and even in the overtime. And we're seeing him on our very first match. He is a very good rescuer. He's definitely in the meta. Hopefully, this team they're going all out for our first round, trying to get more than 3 or 2 outs.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and those survivors may aim for trying to get enough points so they may not even have to go to round 3. We'll see a Soul Weaver
Very
pick.
interesting. We'll see a Soul Weaver. We haven't seen one of those so far. Super excited.
That'll be interesting, especially with her being able to use the spit trick and like maybe getting that Gravekeeper out of the shovel.
Yeah, she can use those
Um,
chips to her advantage, and also she's so fast whenever she is able to use her
she is
webs.
so bad. Honestly, this is, I don't know if this is entirely a counter pick or a main pick, but that Soul Weaver can definitely, it can get Barmaid while she's trying to get a Dovlin off. It can get Gravekeeper out of the shovel. It can hit that Seer Owl. Like,
Yes, very true.
I think their Aeroplanist might be their best shot.
Yes. And we could see if that airplane will be bringing Tide. Seeing if we can get one of those Tides out very early, since Tide does buy so much time. So
Yes, and we will see the double Tide Turner.
yes, we have a full kite on our Seer. We have a double Tide and a knee jerk on that Barmaid. We are having Seer go middle. Our Aeroplanist go wedding. Gravekeeper going shack.
Really just protecting those rescuers because they don't necessarily have a decoder.
Yes, and we have our
But
Barmaid
I
going in
wonder
one
if
of the
they're
best
putting,
areas.
yeah, they're putting that Seer in the middle, thinking maybe they want that Seer to take the kite. Also, the knee-jerk reflex can help if he ends up farming multiple owls.
Yes, definitely. Looks like that Violetta is going to go graveyard either for that Aeroplanist or for that Barmaid. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some Barmaid.
Yeah, I would love to see some Barmaid gameplay, even with those high. Yeah. All right. Sorry.
No problem.
The Barmaid being able to use those high walls to her advantage to dodge that Soul Weaver and keeping that that Weaver at low presence for as long as possible is going to keep her safe. But we could also see the switch to the Aeroplanist.
Definitely.
And if we do see the Barmaid take the kite and she gets a Dovlin off, it is a little bit of a presence feed. So
we could also see if that Violetta goes middle very quickly, because there is that time frame where that Seer does not have an owl. So we could see if the Violetta gets that Seer out pretty early. So it looks like
I love Violetta's skins. Can I just say they're also unique?
They are very pretty. It looks like that our Soul Weaver is already going for the Barmaid. Already has eyes.
Oh, but maybe not.
Looks
Maybe
like we're
sees the
going
Barmaid,
middle.
realizes I don't want to go for that, and we see the Seer. Now, can we see a hit before that owl comes back to the Seer is the question.
Looks like we are running Detention and Trump card on our Violetta with Blink up in 30 seconds. Looks like the Seer is about to go right over that Barmaid.
Oh, that's unfortunate, but he can transition into this corner and then kind of rotate with where the Barmaid spawned out, and you see this Seer trying to dodge maybe
and there's
a
that
spit.
speed boost and does get that
But
hit on
loses
that
the mind
Seer.
game. That's really good, and I do believe the owl just barely got back to him just now.
Using that speed boost to try to catch up with the Seer. Using that speed boost from our first hit, and then he has to take these webs, and there's a very good owl.
Beautiful owl.
But he is so slow. You can see our Seer is going so slow.
Yes, the use of the owl as well, plus how many
and there's
webs
that
he's
chip,
taken.
and here is our first down.
And it's right next to one of the ciphers.
And it does look like our Violetta did use Blink. I did not catch that.
Yes. The Seer used the owl on the Blink, which was an amazing owl. Unfortunately, due to the webs he acclimated just by kiting in a loop, like he just couldn't do anything.
Yeah, unfortunately, it does look like our ciphers are a little bit behind. We do have one at 76, and our third closest one is at 28, which is very low. Looks like Basement is in shack, and Gravekeeper is lining up to go for that rescue. Already in that shovel.
We will see that there's not a lot of webs set up by
There's
the
that
chair. I
web.
wonder what the
There's that
reasoning
regular
for that
hit,
is.
and there's that tide in. Looks like they are going to try to tide farm.
Tries to get a sneaky little hit on the Gravekeeper, but unfortunately doesn't get it.
Oh, and there's
See the
that speed boost.
Flywheel, but it's not enough
Oh!
to get the distance. She's just too fast.
And she does get that hit on the seer, but that does buy them time with the tide.
The good thing for the survivors is it is in fact not a double down, even though that Gravekeeper has that
Very
chip.
true. Oh, got that little
Ooh, what
snipe
a
on that
snipe!
aeroplane. Is very nice. Very
That's their
nice.
second tide turner too, so if that arrow wants to come in, he has to be very careful. That might just bring the hover out. Or they might not, they might just have the barmaid come in.
Yeah, the barmaid does have that Dovlin, but it can't even heal that Gravekeeper because the Gravekeeper has that chip. Trying to get that speed boost. Looking for someone trying to come in. I think they...
Are they gonna not rescue
It looks
this?
like they are selling. It looks like they're gonna sell the seer.
I mean, he doesn't have that many resources and he doesn't have the borrowed time, so keeping him alive may not be as beneficial as pushing these ciphers.
Oh, just dodge that. Oh, right in jetpack right
Oh.
into the Violetta. Maybe getting that vault. He's one chip away.
Unfortunate miss on the Violetta's part, but that hover being seen to avoid the chip, resulting in almost a free basic attack. It just depends. Would you rather take that chip hit and get the distance, or would you rather just take the basic attack and avoid the chip altogether? What a snipe!
And he gets that
over
chip
the chair.
Down.
And that middle cipher is close. You can hear it as well.
It is very close. It is at 95, which is very close. Looks like they might go finish that. That Gravekeeper running away, try not to.
And cheering on the Gravekeeper's cipher, the only person who's the most vulnerable at the moment.
Is very good. So if you can see that barmaid going in for that rescue. Might do a little after half here.
They do pop that middle cipher.
Oh, looks like give that Gravekeeper the Dovlin. That barmaid going in.
And the barmaid will come in.
Trying to get that spit on her, and that is a regular attack.
We see will it be before half? It is not before half. And the teleport.
The teleport to the chair, and that is a stuffed rescue. Very good from our Violetta.
Now, we might see that Gravekeeper come in, but even if he does, the cipher progress isn't enough at the moment. Are they just going to try and stall it out?
It is at 60. It's very low. It looks like, I don't know if they can get this rescue off.
Like, this Violetta is just in such a dominating position at the moment. I don't know what they can do.
And it looks like the aeroplanist is out of the game. Oh, and there's that barmaid down. It looks like it could be maybe a 4K.
Yeah, we will see that she's looking for where that Gravekeeper might be.
The good thing does have a chip.
They did get off that Dovlin, though, so it's not going to be as quick of a down. Now, she doesn't have the webs for it, but what she might try to do is put the barmaid in a little cocoon.
Oh, that would be very smart. Looks like we're gonna chair in a wedding.
It would just depend on if she had the webs, but she was using the webs to stay strong at that chair. And honestly, I do think it was worth it.
It does look like our Gravekeeper did find dungeon, but will the Violetta find it first?
We will be looking for tinnitus here, and we're gonna figure out where dungeon is. So now we just have to figure out where the Gravekeeper is and position ourselves between him. But he does have those 2 shovels to work with. I'm thinking that he can get that dungeon pretty easily.
Yeah,
if the Soul Weaver doesn't catch him out anytime soon.
See. He's trying not to get caught out. Oh, and she has tinnitus. She has almost eyes on that Gravekeeper.
Doing a good job hiding, but that final deduction might reveal where he is sometime soon. And we do stop the foot trail.
And there's that shovel. Trying to spit him out of it. No. Maybe we will see some dungeon.
It is pretty impossible for the Soul Weaver to get this, I believe. I do believe this is going to be a one escape with the Gravekeeper having the 2 shovels remaining.
Yeah, I do believe so too.
Yeah,
Oh, and
that
there's that spit,
Doblin.
and there's that hit, and that is
Mm,
a 3 kill for
a very
Firework.
good attempt from the Soul Weaver. She almost got it.
Yeah. Right.
And that's going to be
That is a 1 point for Latte
mhm,
and 3 for Firework.
3 points. Yes. Or that 3 eliminations. And we will see that like a lot of the survivors actually were kiting most of the game. It was a pretty even game, not really dominated by
Yes.
anyone. I just think that stuffed rescue really it just made it hard for them to do
Mm-hmm.
anything.
It is hard. Violetta is just so fast. That
Mhm.
Seer was out of that game pretty early, and their ciphers were pretty low since that Seer did have to transition right on top of that Gravekeeper, or on top of that Barmaid.
I would
Sorry.
yeah. I would also like to mention that chip on the aeroplanist in the middle. It seemed like maybe wouldn't have gotten it, just kind of like, oh, let me try and get the spit just to see if it'll land. And it
Yes.
landing really turned the tides around, like ironically the tides, because the person with
Yes.
tide turner couldn't comfortably come in to rescue,
Yes.
meaning that those 2 tide turners they brought, have they couldn't use that second tide turner.
Mm-hmm.
So basically one of their final talents was wasted.
Yeah, that was a very good snipe on that aeroplanist. He didn't see that coming at all. On right on that cipher. Alright, so we will be playing on
Mhm.
Red Church again. We will have Latte Hunting and Firework will be our survivors. Um, we will have to see a very strong beginning from Latte to see from Latte's Hunter to see if they can turn this
Mhm.
around. Because that Violet
Yeah, if
did get
Latte's
that third
Hunter can
kill.
get that 3K as well, or even a 4K, we have yet to see a 4K in the tournament. We've had a lot of dungeon standoffs. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think we have. Because a lot of dungeon standoffs have just happened where these survivors that haven't seen the Hunter the whole game have these resources to fight
Mm-hmm.
for the dungeon.
Yes, definitely. I know we've had one with the puppeteer, um, which is difficult because they were stuck between the gates and one of our hunters, and then the one we just saw with the gravekeeper, who did still have that shovel, so it was pretty much impossible for that Violetta to get
Mhm.
the gravekeeper. So we'll see if we can see a 3K or a 4K from Latte.
Right, and I think we are ready to jump into the next match.
Yeah.
Let's see how the Latte Hunter will do against the Fireworks survivors this time
Yeah.
around.
And since it is the second round of, or I guess the second
It is
match of
still
our
the
first
first one.
round, we do not have any bans. Looks like we are gonna see another Gravekeeper.
Yes, has there been a single match where Gravekeeper hasn't been played? I feel like
Uh,
people or I don't think a single team has not brought in Gravekeeper.
mm-hmm.
And
So,
we will see a novelist. I'm excited to see that as a novelist
mm-hmm.
player. I did just lose my B badge because I refused to rank, but
We see a
maybe.
mechanic and a enchantress. Very strong team. Very strong team. We could see
Mm-hmm.
maybe our hunter bringing excitement for that novelist and the enchantress, but we do have a
And
well-rounded with the decoder and the
mm-hmm.
rescue.
And they could even use that excitement on the Gravekeeper coming into rescue if they're worried about him popping out. But what I'm wondering is if they do bring excitement, will they properly excitement novelist metaphor? Because there is a way that you can excitement metaphor and have it so metaphor charge goes back to zero. But if you do it before the metaphor goes through, or if you don't time it properly, that novelist will keep that book, and then while you'll use the excitement to not get swapped the one time, he can just do it again, like
Yeah.
a couple seconds afterwards.
Do you think we could see a double tide from this team? Maybe on that novelist?
Um, maybe. Novelist doesn't normally carry tide, but he is a good rescuer at not getting cut off too far out, because if he sees that hunter, he can just swap with them. This is countered by warp or teleport or sometimes blink if they're too close. But if that hunter doesn't have that trait or maybe isn't confident in it,
Oh
then it won't
wow.
matter. And we
Looks like
will
we are
see the
seeing
hunter blink.
a fool's gold, which we have not seen in this tournament yet. I'm so excited. He is my main,
Yeah.
so I'm excited to see
All
this
the
full gold.
LARPers in the chat are gonna be
Yeah,
thirst over Mr. Norton Campbell.
yes, he is definitely Mr. Fan Service.
Are you excited on the topic of Fool's Gold for the little new pets?
I am so excited. It seems like they all have little interactions with their big hunter selves, and I'm really excited to see those.
We will see the talents and a very interesting build on that novelist, Flywheel
Yeah,
Tide Turner,
we have a
and spawning
double
him in the middle.
tide. Yeah, maybe going after that mech first. The flywheel from the Enchantress, the
I
Sui.
do believe this hunter will not go for the Enchantress because if you know, she'll get another stack from getting chipped, so she doesn't really care about chipped hunters. So I
Yes.
highly doubt that we'll be seeing a chase onto the Enchantress.
Looks like we can see. I'm probably going for that mech first. We'll see if that mech can drop that bot in time.
Well, here's the thing. She can either go for the strategy of dropping her bot, or she can keep it to body block with, but that is a present feed and a risk against a chip hunter. The
Yes.
only thing is that she's spawning herself in shack, so depending on where she spawns, if she can spawn that bot somewhere that is somewhat hidden from the Fool's Gold's path to her, then sure, why not? But if she drops it just on the cipher in cottage and that Fool's Gold goes through cottage, he can just smack that bot on his way through.
Definitely. But body blocking, I've heard, is very difficult. So we can see if this mechanic can pull it off. So we're gonna see an Infernal Sin. And looking for that mech straight away using his toe.
And she will drop that bot, but hey, even if he hits it, it's going to give her that distance.
Yes, and it does tell the Full Gold where she is, dropping that bot again. But
hey, and what she's saying is just, you can hit my bot and I will get more distance. Or he doesn't even see it.
Oh, gets that chip on that mech. Very good.
So now that George can go decode middle cipher.
Using that toe really to this Full Gold advantage.
We will see the Chiaki Nanami skin. I'm a big fan of Danganronpa, so I'm happy to see it.
Oh, gets that pallet stun. Very sneaky. But it looks like we are kiting right over the Enchantress.
Well, yeah, it will be difficult. She has passed over two of our teammates' ciphers, but the first hit is happening while most of the ciphers have been started. I don't know if this is the best situation, but a beautiful chip.
Very good chip down. Breaking that pallet, and we're gonna
chairing on this cipher in the graveyard, maybe hoping to keep that mechanic limited to the graveyard so she can't do much. And here's the thing about mechanic, she's still going to get back that cipher progress that she lost for her teammates by having George in the middle.
And it does look like this Fool's Gold is going to play very aggressive, almost gets that hit on that Enchantress, but looks like gonna toe right back. This Gravekeeper is
almost gets the free rescue, but that Gravekeeper being very attentive, seeing that the hunter almost axed the chair.
Oh, very good chip on
Beautiful
that.
chip.
Oh, in our Tide farm. Very good, very good. Placing that rock on
Putting
the
that rock
Enchantress
on the
Cypher.
cipher just to keep that cipher control.
Mhm.
Now, once this mechanic is out of the game, her bot, unless one of the other survivors picks it up, won't be that useful for each other. So if she keeps dying quickly off of chair and not getting a rebound, that will really limit their decoding progress.
Yeah, and it does seem that Gravekeeper is the only one that is able to pick up that bot.
Mm-hmm.
We're pressuring very hard, and looks like that. Let's see, the Gravekeeper coming in for our second rescue.
I will say, these pickaxes to and from the chair are very accurate.
Yeah. Oh, very good hit on that Enchantress.
Not much the Gravekeeper can do there, trying to dodge the chip so he can stay alive, but also trying to body block it. Beautiful playing from the hunter.
Looks like we have our mechanic already out of the game before 3 ciphers have popped. And our Enchantress has a 1 stack to work with, but be careful of those chips, trying to get her more stacks.
Yes, and the difficult thing.
Very
Beautiful blink.
good from that. Oh, wow. That chip.
Hey, I was gonna say
blink.
it's difficult for this Enchantress as she's putting herself in an area where her only resources are really animations, which you don't want to put yourself in against a Fool's Gold. Fool's Gold realizes that she's trying to avoid the animations by going to the pallet, and she's avoiding it and gets that easy chip on her, followed by the amazing blink. That was a very fast down.
That was very beautiful.
Oh, I think the rock just chipped one of them. Maybe.
I think that was George.
Oh.
Yes. You
I
can
was
see
like,
George
what was that?
decoding over there. The Gravekeeper did, in fact, pick up the mech bot.
Beautiful rescue followed by that 3 stack so she can get that distance, and that Novelist is undamaged so he can come in for the next rescue.
Yes. And I did just notice that our Fool's Gold is running an only detention build.
Oh my gosh, that's so
It's
aggressive.
very aggressive gameplay. Oh, so
but
good.
gets the trade.
So good.
Doesn't care for the pallet stun as long as he gets that down with the chip.
Yeah, that was a very good trade. Basement is
Hey,
right
and that
there.
one cipher is stuck at 80% in the corner because he keeps pressuring it.
Yeah, that's so good. And it looks like both tides are already out of the game, so we can see something.
Oh,
very good pallet stun from that Gravekeeper.
I do see some stun reduction, I believe. These pallet stuns are hardly keeping him.
So good, very good chip. And down. Looks like that Enchantress. I don't know if that Novelist will make it in time. Doesn't have a metaphor at all. See if we can.
I don't think he will. I think they need to fight to get these ciphers done.
Oh, looks like we might slug this Gravekeeper looking for that Novelist to get this 4K to turn the tide.
Hey, they have 3 ciphers started, but the issue is that this Fool's Gold is full presence. He can easily make it around the map, way easier than the Novelist can at the moment.
Very true.
So if he wants to get those ciphers done, it's going to be a rough battle of rotation.
Looks like that Novelist did, in fact, pick up that Gravekeeper, still have self-heal because they probably know that they are going to be slugged out for this 4K. Doesn't look like he has Tinnitus yet. Oh, there's that Tinnitus. Don't know where
but goes away.
Let's see. The Gravekeeper opening up a chest, looking for some more resources. That Novelist did.
Fool's Gold doesn't quite catch the Novelist over there vaulting.
Slipped right out that window.
A smart slow vault on the Novelist part. You could kind of see the animation of him slowly jumping over, but it
looks
worked
like
out.
that Gravekeeper is using a syringe, maybe trying to get that heal off.
We see a doctor play, like standing behind a pallet and waiting.
And we do see the Gravekeeper.
Tries to get a little Fool's Gold hitbox moment.
He does still have self-heal, so he still can pick up. We're trying to look for that Novelist. There are 2 ciphers, so they're not in a very good position.
I mean, 2 of those ciphers are only 20%, 30% away. We are in accelerated decoding. If they can get the time to just decode the ciphers, they could be in a good position.
Does he have eyes on the Novelist? The Novelist was right there.
Oh my
So
gosh, this
close.
novelist is so good at hiding.
Very good at hiding. That
The
Gravekeeper
issue
picks
is
up.
that the Fool's Gold does know that that one cipher is at 80%, but we spot out the novelist, maybe revealing ourselves so that
Oh,
Gravekeeper.
misses that
Oh,
blink.
unfortunate.
Misses that
The
blink.
little red
Pretty,
ink.
pretty upset about that Miss Blink. Let's see if you can get
That
that
is
novice
going to be
down.
rough. And literally looking the opposite way so that novelist can't charge the metaphor.
Uses that flywheel trying to get out. And it looks like our Gravekeeper is actually right there as well. Maybe wanting to get that Gravekeeper down because we know that that
It'll
Gravekeeper
be
does not have
rough if that
self-heal.
novelist can get. Or also, just so we know, this Fool's Gold
so
should
good.
know that the novelist has no BT at this point because he did use his flywheel and his tide turner.
He did. That was a very good chip. Bates. Going the wrong way. The Gravekeeper is in the opposite direction.
Yeah, Gravekeeper did a good job of leaving before the novelist got down so that tinnitus was not shown.
I'm not sure if our Fool's Gold sees where the dungeon is, that graveyard. Trying to look for that tinnitus, looking for that Gravekeeper.
I mean, the two ciphers that they have are very easy for the Fool's Gold to go through, and he will pick up tinnitus in this corner.
Sees that trail.
Spots out the blood trail.
I see it. And that novelist does pick up.
There's no self-heals available anymore if we want to get anywhere here. This Gravekeeper did use his syringe, but he's gonna have to get a pretty good rebound kite if we want to get this done.
Are we looking for that novelist? Oh, we switch off.
But we do get the one cipher done. It does make sense, though. That novelist doesn't have BT. If I'm Fool's Gold in this position, I'm like, I don't have to chase the Gravekeeper.
That is so smart. That was very smart from this Fool's Gold. Playing very aggressive. Not spotting out that novelist yet. Doesn't have quite half a metaphor yet. Gets that chip. Very nice.
And that is because as you can see, the movement on the Fool's Gold's part is so that he can't get that metaphor, but it's not enough.
And almost had him transition right back into where our
pickaxe. Oh, good charged attack. And they will just pop the cipher early because there's nothing that novelist can do.
And it does give him time, and he does see where that the Gravekeeper is, where he popped that cipher.
And here that only detention build will come out because this hunter cannot swap to teleport to check the gates.
Interesting. Looking for that Gravekeeper. Doesn't have
will we see a rescue
yet, and we might see a rescue. Oh, it's very close. We might see this. Oh, there's the blood trail. And we see
the blood trail, but I do think we get the rescue off. The pickaxe range not being enough to make it to the chair. Decides to chase the novelist.
Oh, very good
and
blink.
A good blink, making up in the exact spot that he missed his blink earlier.
But it does look like that novelist is gonna bleed out, so our Gravekeeper might be able to get dungeon.
Loses where the Gravekeeper is, but I do think we know that the dungeon is over here. And that pop, while it put them in the endgame position, the Gravekeeper wasn't able to get to the exit gates at all. I wonder if popping the cipher was even worth it now, just giving the hunter detention.
It does look like our Fool's Gold does see our Gravekeeper, and it does look like he's in a very bad spot. I think this Fool's Gold might actually get this 4K. The dungeon is right there, but he has no resources to work with, trying to get ahead of that.
See, the Gravekeeper, all he can do right now is wait out the tension, maybe try and eat a chip so that he can get that speed boost. But 14 seconds left on the tension. If he waits it out,
yeah, maybe trying to get that chip play. We'll see. Looks like we're trying to corner him. Oh, get right in front of him. And, and there's a down for that Gravekeeper. Very good from this hunter. That is a 4K for Latte.
That was a first 4K.
That is very good. So that is a whole 5 points for Latte. Very impressed.
And 0 points for Firework, just because it was pure domination on the hunter's part. And that fool's gold, it seemed like he
Yeah.
knew, like, this gravekeeper can aim for a chip and get that speed boost, but he wasn't even aiming to chip the gravekeeper. He was like, I still have my detention. I can just get the hit off if I catch up with my pickaxe. Using
Yeah.
that pickaxe to cover distance and not so for the chips that would have maybe
Yeah.
allowed the gravekeeper to get to the dungeon.
That was very good. I'm very surprised. I thought Fool's Gold had to play so aggressive, and he only brought detention, which paid off in the end.
Mm-hmm.
He did only have a couple seconds left, so I was getting a little nervous. I wasn't sure if he was gonna get that.
And we will see hunter bans in this upcoming round too.
We will.
If I'm the survivors here, I'm slamming down the full gold button on my screen. That was
I was
terrifying.
very scared. Alright, so it does look like our score is 6-3. Maybe see if Firework
Yep,
can turn
six
this
to three.
around. That's so good from our Fool's Gold.
And going into the next match, Team Firework will be surviving first. Team Latte will be hunting again. So we will see the Novelist, Gravekeeper, Mechanic, and Enchantress not coming back.
Yes.
And they will likely ban that Fool's Gold. That's what I'm
I
expecting.
would probably assume they would ban that Fool's Gold after that 4K. So good. There were both survivor mistakes and hunter mistakes, like the miss blink, but there were some very good baits, especially into those chips.
Mm-hmm.
And getting our mechanic out before 3 ciphers even popped was very good. Alright, we're giving it just a couple seconds to get ready on our end. And
We're just trying to get the hunter bans, the next map pick, and getting all the survivors and hunters ready for the next one. And it will look like our next map pick will be Ever Sleeping Town.
It's very interesting.
I wonder if we'll see a priestess, maybe?
Maybe. We have not seen so we will not be playing on Red Church again at all unless there's an overtime.
Unless we get to overtime.
So we going on Ever Sleeping. And so yesterday we saw very good gameplay from our Qist and our Naiad on Ever Sleeping. Do you think we could see maybe another Naiad in here? Since she's very good on this map.
Hey, I just know that both of the hunters dominated on Ever Sleeping yesterday, and I said it yesterday, I'll say it again today. That middle cipher is so, so, so vital. So it's up to the survivors for getting that done. If I'm going into Ever Sleeping, I'm getting a decoder in and maybe less of the harassers or rescuers with the harsh coding debuffs and trying to make sure that they can get that that middle cipher done.
Yes. And I wonder what kind of gameplay we can see from our Latte Hunter, since we just saw that very good Fool's Gold. Probably gonna see that ban, the Fool's Gold ban. So, gonna see if they have any other Hunter tricks up their sleeve. And another thing is very interesting that we haven't seen that many hunters that are meta. The only one we've seen recently
was an opera singer.
Was our opera singer, and we also saw Qist.
Yes, yeah, Q is being in the meta recently. He's terrifying.
He really is, especially when he gets that Q ball.
But I am interested to see what the new team comps will be now that one of the best rescuers in the game is gone for both teams.
Definitely, you can't see that Gravekeeper again. So there are the two Hunter bans. There are no Survivor bans since this is Griffin and below. Oh, we're gonna see a Sculptor ban. Interesting. Maybe
Risa, I'm hearing your audio is a little bit quiet. If you might want to try and turn yourself up.
Okay.
We'll see the Q.S. Sculptor ban.
So interesting.
Not banning that Fool's Gold.
Yeah, I'm really surprised actually. Yeah, I would assume they're playing characters who are very bad against chip hunters. Seeing that Sculptor ban, which is really interesting. We see a Gardener.
They might be thinking, let's let them play Fool's Gold and we'll counterpick them.
Oh.
Limit their other options. Maybe thinking, well, Fool's Gold can't do that much on Ever Sleeping.
Mm-hmm. He is able to get around the map very quickly. We'll see a Gardener, a Mercenary, Lanternist, and Priestess.
We'll see the Priestess. Also, the audio is working now. Thank you so much for people letting us know.
Yes, thank you. It's hard to tell on our end because I cannot hear myself, so. All right.
Yes. And we will see the first Lanternist that we've ever, not the S1 Lanternist, sorry, that sounded like I was saying their S1. But the first Lanternist we have seen in the tournament. I'm very excited to see how she will play alongside characters like Gardener.
Yes, super excited to see this. I wonder what Hunter.
And even with Mercenaries already delayed damage, like, could we see some fun endgame plays maybe with that delayed damage helping survivors get out with that kind of support?
Definitely. Since our Fool's Gold did get a 4K with a whole 5 points, they're probably trying to get at least 3 outs. I need to play very aggressive to get this win.
And if I'm Team Firework right now, I'm carrying a couple of BTs. I would not want to bring no BT on more than one character because if you want a tie, typically you want to bring those tide turners and those borrowed times.
Looks like we are going to see a Leo. I did see a little geisha there, so I'm kind of wondering if that was also another time thing, which is unfortunate that this has happened twice. Let's see. Don't know if that was a mistake or not.
Yes, we're trying to see just to make sure because Leo is the default pick hunter. If lag happened or whatnot. Okay, it was a game crash.
It was a game crash. All right. So we will see another. So we will. I'm
not quite sure how to end the deduction. If you want to just go to intermission real quick.
Yes, definitely. All right, so this did happen yesterday, and we've had some issues, but don't worry about it. It's an easy way. We just have our hunter surrender pretty quickly.
Yes, I cannot end the deduction myself, so we will just have to wait for them to surrender. we will take a moment for the game to be reset just because I don't remember if we stated it already. It was a game crash, so that is a technical issue internet wise. So we want to make sure that we get to play the characters that we want to. Even though a Leo match would have been fun, it's not as fun when it's not the intended pick.
And we did have a similar issue yesterday. We did have someone try to pick Jack, but the time limit, they picked Hell Ember.
It keeps playing with my feelings a little bit. I really, really like Hell Ember gameplay, but
Yes, it's really interesting to see, especially when he has those stuns, the flame spirits. Especially like he can do so much pressure with all his puppets. And it does look like our score is 6-3. So if our let's see, if Firework cannot tie this, then I'm not sure if they can go into round 3. We'll see.
okay, we will go back into the match now, and we're going to do the same hunter band, same talent, same everything, just doing exactly the same, just letting that hunter choose who they were supposed to pick.
Yes. All right, we are going to see that sculptor and Qist again, the gardener, mercenary priestess, with our lanternist.
We see Soren in the chat saying round 2, game 1 is cursed. It is correct.
It is. This has happened again.
Yesterday, last match, it was game 1 of round 2. So maybe it is just destined to not do that well.
Yes. Maybe we'll see another Fool's Gold play, or Geisha.
Yes, we did see the hover on the Geisha before the game crash, so Geisha on Ever Sleeping is powerful with the different 2-story areas, allowing her to dash up with those butterflies to get maybe those drop down hits or even just catch survivors off guard while they're on the way to a strong hiding area, closing down that distance and not letting them get there.
Yeah, definitely. Looks like we are gonna see a hullabaloo.
Hey,
oh no, Fool's Gold. We're gonna see Fool's Gold.
No,
we're seeing a Fool's Gold. All right, seeing that Fool's Gold again.
I thought they were like, you want to see meta? I'll play meta.
You want to see meta?
Even
Just
though
kidding.
Hullabaloo has fallen out of the meta in higher ping or higher tiers. Yes. We will see the Fool's Gold again, but this time we do have the Lanternist to battle the chips, the Gardener, but the Mercenary with the delayed damage gets kind of difficult with the chip hits, especially with Fool's Gold camp. But this Fool's Gold isn't that prominent on his camp, rathering to go and chase down other survivors at ciphers. So we'll see how that goes. And fast spawn selection, we will see the double tide turner, a lot of flywheels, opting to not use that knee jerk since putting yourself in the animation against the Fool's Gold is going to be more harmful than helpful. And we will see that Gardener with no BT putting her in the prime spot for that Fool's Gold to chase, and the Fool's Gold taking the bait.
So interesting seeing these 2 tides, 3 flywheel. I think this is a very strong comp. It looks like they are going to try for that 3-man.
Yeah, we will also see that Priestess and Lanternist support could go very, very hard. Because Priestess healing as well will help. Like, if that Gardener for some reason doesn't get downed or the Fool's Gold loses track of her, maybe due to a long portal,
yes,
that Priestess can heal her up, like, pretty fast. But we might see the switch onto the Priestess rather than the Gardener, making sure that that long portal never even happens.
Yes.
That's the difficult thing about playing Priestess, is if you're going to get chased, you're not going to get that long portal off.
Looks
But we
like we
will see
already
the
have
gardener.
eyes on that gardener. Maybe get that chip so that bubble can get off.
Yeah, so what this
Oh,
Fool's Gold
misses that.
wants is that chip, but she will take the hit, getting free pallet drop and getting through, getting the second rotation, but he catches up so easily.
And oh, that's our first hit on our gardener very early. Looks like our Fool's Gold is
rough
running
mind game.
detention again with that blink.
Pressuring that middle cipher, and we did see on the side that Lantern is boosting that cipher up 10%.
Yes. Oh, and that gardener
And a
looks like
good
she's
mind
getting
game
stuck.
from the Fool's Gold, catching that survivor off.
And cornering that gardener very early down. Blink is not even up yet.
Oh my gosh. And they're still trying to push that middle cipher. And that mercenary will get caught up on a beautiful elbow pad.
Very good elbow pad. Oh, maybe getting that chip. Oh no.
Gosh.
Regular hit.
What a beautiful rescue, albeit a little bit early.
Oh, good flywheel, but not enough. Almost there.
A beautiful flywheel, but it put her out of position. Can't dodge the second hit. And here's the difficulty about ever sleeping. All of these ciphers are next to each other.
They really are. This map is so small. Looks like our gardener trying to get that chip. Oh, gets that chip on the priestess. Very good.
Oh my gosh. We will see the long portal hasn't come into play yet, but the only real person that they could send the long portal to is the Lanterness, maybe thinking this isn't the best portal, let's wait to use it.
Yeah, and the thing is this map is so small, so will the map make a difference? Because Fool's Gold does have that toe, which is very useful on open maps.
Not swinging at the little phantom image, and we might see a double on this rescue while the Fool's Gold is distracted. We will.
We will. Nice.
We see her trying to prime that bubble before he comes up.
And she does, and he doesn't swing. Trying to force her away.
Preventing the movement. That was actually very effective, too. Seeing
that
she's going
and she
for
does
that
get that pallet
stun.
stun.
Yes, she does get it. We see a lot of this gardener pre-dropping the pallets, so she's not getting caught in the animations, but she can't avoid that one as she vaults.
Looks like they're starting another cipher. They do have one cipher at 79, which they have not finished yet.
And they will pop that middle cipher, thankfully.
Oh, so good! Oh my gosh. Such a good chip from that Fool's Gold. That was like a snipe. Very good. Using that toe to the priestess.
What a beautiful act.
Maybe she'll get that portal. Oh, no. Wow.
Not even trying to, knowing the animation probably won't be enough because he's already charged attacking. If only the tram was 10 seconds sooner.
I know, right? It does seem like our mercenary does have one more elbow pad left, but our lanternist is the one trying to go in for that rescue. We do have 2 ciphers pretty far along and 1 not started.
You will see the pressure on the cipher. That lantern is using her little image to not get caught out. This Fool's Gold knows how to play around the tram. If that's me, I'm like terrified walking across it.
Definitely, and are gonna force after half. That isn't after half. That is after half. Oh, that very good flywheel. Oh, that blink hit.
Oh, and beautiful blink. I don't think that rescue can happen now. Even if it is, the survivors don't have the ciphers to recover for it. And that priestess is dying with all 3 portals.
She is. Oh, very good chip down. And it also got the mercenary as well.
Oh my gosh. He uses an elbow pad, I think. He must have.
Yes.
That was a well done rescue by the mercenary.
Very good from that Fool's Gold. And
mercenary kind of revealing himself. I wonder if he wants him to chase him. And take some attention away from the lantern or from the priestess.
And it's shocking that the survivors did not ban Fool's Gold.
I will say that priestess portal location is a very good spot for priestess use, and saw her be able to get that little backdoor rescue so easily.
Oh, good swing. Very good. Getting that lanternist down from her mirror image. The mercenary is right there, and it doesn't seem like she has been on chair yet. Oh, she has been on chair yet. Okay, she has been on chair. I was like, she's on second chair.
Yeah, that mercenary helping her out.
Breaking that portal.
The issue is these amazing rescues, they're doing a very good job combating the state that they're in. The issue is there's not that much they can do besides from keep getting these rescues and keep trying to keep these players in the game, but they can only do it for so long as the mercenary doesn't have any items left. We will pick up that blood trail.
Maybe see if we can get some dungeon play, and that delay chip. And that mercenary is down. Looks like the Fool's Gold is trying to get that another 4K. Looks
and we have seen that this Fool's Gold is very smart about playing around dungeon standoff. But with this Priestess portals and the flywheel, we'll see what she can accomplish.
Yes, definitely.
Now, one thing about Priestess is if she is already calling a survivor who ends up on the ground, they can answer the call, but they can't go through the portal. So I wonder if we will see something with that long portal, or will we just not see the long portal? The game predicts the blink, but the Fool's Gold had some patience there, dodging the chips.
Maybe trying to use that blink.
I mean, they know that blink is up, but that flywheel is gone.
Oh, pretty good portal. Trying to hug the wall. Oh, so
beautiful
good portal. Beautiful portal. Oh, almost there.
Oh my gosh. She almost got it again. That was some beautiful Priestess play.
Such a good play from that Priestess. It does look like she does have self-heal.
Yeah, and that Priestess will pick herself really fast. We did see that, I don't remember. Yeah, that Priestess picked up that mercenary, so he still has his self-heal.
He does. Oh, beautiful chips from the Fool's Gold.
Yeah, we are just seeing, like, the domination with this Fool's Gold is just, like, he's reading the ciphers, paying attention to them. He's paying attention to the survivor locations. He knows what they want to do.
Yeah.
He has put himself in a position where he can play very patient. He has not much to lose at this point. What the survivors need is for him to make some big mistake by getting impatient. And he knows that he doesn't have to.
Definitely. Looks like that mercenary can pick himself up, but the Fool's Gold is right here.
He won't even bother, I don't think. I think he would rather not give them the time. But I don't even know. Because maybe if he picked up and Fool's Gold hit him, he would have bled out on the spot.
Yes. Not gonna chair that mercenary. Waiting for that dungeon to open.
I wonder when the mercenary decides he's far enough away, I can pick myself up now. But maybe he will just wait for the Priestess to get down so he can have a better shot for a prolonged endgame.
And it looks like our mercenary is crawling away, trying to bleed out so that Priestess might have a shot at dungeon.
I mean, the issue is, like, even if the mercenary stays in the game longer, these ciphers are not moving whatsoever.
Oh, and it looks like our mercenary is a struggle out. And he does have that delayed damage and towing.
We will just go for the Priestess because she's used her self-heal. We see the 1% up on the cipher. Able to try a little something, but it's not enough.
Wondering.
They really only can face off for the dungeon.
Oh, alright. Good portal from that Priestess.
It will pop one of the ciphers if the Priestess can prolong this kite. Oh, almost flywheel. Beautiful flywheel. That was really close. I thought that flywheel worked.
looking for that mercenary. Does not have tinnitus yet.
The blink is up.
And it does
And really,
seem...
mercenary is the character that Fool's Gold would rather have as the dungeon standoff. That priestess with the flywheel and the straight passages. Maybe not so much anymore now that she doesn't have those resources. But that mercenary, even the delayed damage can only help him so much if he gets chipped.
Yeah. Does
But
see
I
that
do
blood
think
trail.
this mercenary might bleed out the second he gets hit.
I think so too. He was pretty far along. I don't know if this.
These survivors just need to die next to the...
looks like this mercenary picked up the
heal.
priestess.
Hey, and that's priestess healing. That's the only reasoning they could get that.
Very good hit on that mercenary. Maybe trying to get a chip down on the priestess. Oh, and he did.
That mercenary is
He did
dead.
in fact bleed out. Oh, and they both bled out. They both bled out on hits. Interesting.
Oh my gosh, that was so fast. I couldn't even react to it.
That was
that was a beautiful hit, by the way. I don't know if he was aiming for the priestess coming out of the portal or just for the portal itself. Yeah. But it was a beautiful hit.
That was very good.
We'll see another 4K. It's very good every time. I mean, Team Fireworks Hunter might need to pull something crazy out in order to get this. I mean, that was just pure domination, both games in a row.
It does make me wonder why they didn't ban that Fool's Gold even after getting that 4. Pretty interesting. But it does seem like Latte has a whole 11 points, while Firework has 3. This last round will determine if they will go into round 3 or not. Seeing if they could tie this in.
Alright, and going into the next match, the characters Gravekeeper, Seer, Barmaid, and Aeroplanus will not be available as they were used in the previous round. A lot of these characters are very successful for getting those ties too, so I don't know what Team Latte's plan coming in here is, but really all they need is a tie, I would think. They don't need to get that much of a domination, they just need to make sure that the hunter can't get a 4K.
Yes. All they need is that tie to win. And they will be moving straight on to the finals, which are today at 4 p.m. EST.
All right. We are just trying to get the next Survivor team ready so we can jump into this next match. It is going to be a difficult one for Team Fireworks Hunter.
Definitely.
And I wonder what hunters they're going to ban. Right, and we will jump right into it. I'm very curious to see these hunter bans.
Me too.
We will see the Weaver getting banned, which makes sense. That Weaver gameplay was incredible. Like,
yes. And a Goatman ban.
And it's not like the Team Firework really isn't doing that bad. They're making beautiful plays and they're battling against what they're being put against very well. It's just that Team Latte's Hunter has just been so dominating and keeps finding himself or putting himself really into positions where he can just play to his win condition and play patiently. He doesn't have to rush.
Uh-huh.
We will see the doctor, the mercenary, prospector, and novelist.
It does look like we could see another double tide. We do have some harassing from that prospector. We have a doctor. Very interesting.
I am excited to see this prospector gameplay. We will see the other side of the coin of Norton Campbell in this match, and we will see that he is a harasser while his resources are limited and come back rather slowly. He can harass, and he doesn't have that decoding debuff. Rather, he has a speed boost when he walks by ciphers. So we can see how that kind of niche mechanic might come into play.
Yeah, definitely. So all Latte needs to win is a tie. If they get a, let's see, if our Firework Hunter can get a 3 kill or more, that will bring them to a round 3.
And I will notice or make note on Team Latte isn't bringing decoders.
That is very true. We see a clerk from Firework.
Clerk? Oh my gosh. Can I just say, every time I meet a clerk player, Soren and I have this ongoing bit of whenever they have a badge, they typically have. Oh,
looks like our Hunter
was
may
it
have
another crash, or
crashed
did we just run out of time?
again. We'll double check on that one.
I'm going to pause the deduction while we wait for any feedback.
It seems like having some issues. I think it's round 2. Round 2 has been cursed.
Round 2. Okay, it wouldn't, there was a in-game error.
Yes, so we will get that restarted. All right, we'll have a quick intermission while we do that.
All right. Yeah. So the survivors are just going to surrender once they can. Unfortunately, there's no faster way for us to get this sorted out.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, so what happened was an in-game glitch. I don't necessarily know what happened. It could have been an internet bug or a technical bug, but it seems like it was a misclick or an unintentional click, and it resulted in the clerk selection. So it was not intentional, and we want to give everyone the best shot because this was a technical error, and each team does get a restart in the round.
And unfortunately, there's no real way to combat this due to we had someone crash, we had some misclicks, so it's no problem for us to restart. So.
As long as people aren't like abusing it, as no one really is, it's just technical issues. We don't want anyone to have an unfair advantage just because someone's Wi-Fi isn't doing well.
Yes, definitely.
And we will see probably a couple of internet bugs because the IDV servers are certainly not the best.
Yes, especially since it is NAEU, so there are some ping differences. Looks like
right, and we will jump back into it. We will keep the same survivor picks, which were going to be the doctor, the mercenary, prospector, and novelist, same talents.
Yes.
Um, Hopefully the finals doesn't have this kind of error, but
Yes, I really
you
hope
never
so.
know.
I mean, it is round two, so we'll see. Maybe maybe there
It's
will
the
be some
round two
malfunction.
curse. Yeah, going into this next round, Team Firework really does want to get as many points as possible so that they can get that round 3 possible, because right now Team Latte is in a position where we can limit this game to round 2 and might not even go on to round 3 if the
Definitely.
survivors can dominate this round. But we
Mhm.
will have to see. It would take some very very impressive coordination, but we might make that possible with the prospector harassing.
Yeah, for sure.
We will see the Goatman ban as well. I didn't comment on it earlier. I wonder if it is just because on this map, Ever Sleeping, the amount of black cages, and though if anyone doesn't know, black cages are when the Goatman cage is the other side of it is through a wall, so you can't go through it. Um, they're very prominent on Ever Sleeping for the walls, but we do
Mhm.
have our hunter pick being opera singer.
Very interesting. This is a good map. It's very open, which is the issue. She can't really dash in the open on the train tracks. But we could see some interesting play from this opera. I'm super excited.
We will also see a couple of survivors that can cancel that dash. Prospector going into an opera is also very difficult. I've seen
Mhm.
in tournament where they say that Ivy is the one that prospector can really limit, but opera, it's kind of hard to time that magnet with how fast she is.
Yeah, so it does look like we are running a triple flywheel tied on that Merc, and we do have a Sui novelist again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we will see those 3 BTs, that opera going for the doctor, knowing that
Hmm.
maybe she can get those easy fast swings while that doctor might be pallet waiting.
Yeah, and she also does. This spawn selection does corner that doctor and limits the places that she can transition to.
There are a lot of pallets that she can harness if she goes down to where the pallets are. If she decides to go into the 2-story building, it might be difficult for her if
Mm-hmm.
depending on where she spawns, like in that little quadrant or in that, I guess, square. It would
Yeah,
be difficult for her to make it upstairs before that opera can get to her if she can get those precise dashes, but she is spawning in an open area.
she really is. And that doctor has only that flywheel to work with since she is a rock hider. She does have her two little healing buffs that she got from the
I
recent
know some people call them like
boost.
apple
Her
juice.
little
I call
apple
it popping
juice.
pills. Like,
Yes. So she can use the
I don't know what the
movement.
official name for it is.
Mm-hmm. So it looks like our opera is spawning very close and already looks like she's eyes on that doctor.
Yeah, we will have eyes on that doctor. It looks like she wanted to maybe go to these pallets, but couldn't quite make it. Now, my strategy against an opera singer is kind of just a pallet spam, make her get out of that dash form so she can
Mm-hmm.
break the pallet. But when there's not that many pallets available, a beautiful
Wow, it
backflip.
looks like at the beginning they were setting up those the shadow forms. That was very good from that
We will
doctor.
see both of the little apple juices being used already to maybe prime that heal.
Mm-hmm. Trying to use that
And she
heal. There's
will
that
get it
heal
off
right
in
there.
time. Will we make it behind the pallet? We will.
Interesting. And looks like our doctor is doing a straightaway right there. And oh, it does look basement is right there. So maybe we could see
Yes,
some
this
basement
doctor
play.
really needs to get out of here, kind of running into the hunter as she realizes, oh, basement's here. I gotta get out.
Oh,
We will see the
beautiful
blink.
blink, but almost but misses it.
Flywheel?
Oh, good
Yes.
flywheel. Looks like we got
We
that
will see the
backtrack.
triple
Oh, that terror
backflip.
shock on
Not
that
enough.
doctor. So good from the opera.
And
Very
that doctor
good.
was battling it very well, but this little pallet area is so difficult to mind game around because, especially against a fast hunter like Opera, she can just catch up so easily. We saw that she was ready for the backflip, but by the time she even fast vaulted, the animation time wasn't enough.
It does look like the ciphers are good right now. Looks like our mercenary with the only one with tide is on the way in, maybe trying to get that early hit. Oh, very good elbow pad.
Beautiful elbow pad.
Right into the basements. Early
Not
hit.
getting the drop down hit, which is very vital.
Trying to
You
get
gotta
a
avoid the
hit
double
on that
down here.
doctor. Oh no, we might get that double
Unfortunate.
down. Might get that double
We will
down.
see the mercenary body blocking. Hopefully to get out of this basement area because no other survivor is very viable for getting out of here.
Yeah. There goes the mercenary, maybe going for that doctor. Doesn't have anything to work with. Oh, another terror shock on that doctor.
Shock.
And she is...
Now this time it doesn't
present.
matter as much for the presence, but it really just rubs the salt into the wound.
It really does. We're going to try to go for
Will we
that
see the
basement again.
again?
Maybe we'll see a basement again. Maybe...
We see a struggle out. That's already 3, 4. She
Oh,
won't get
wow.
greedy, so I'm sure that struggle was at about 99%. If anyone doesn't know, when you're playing Hunter and the survivor is struggling like that, it is about 5 redirections of your movement before you will get struggled out. We might see a metaphor play here. There it is.
Oh, good. Very good. Into the basement. But that doctor will be dead on chair. Oh, and our novelist does have tide, in fact. So we're getting that other
that's
tide
correct.
farm.
I completely forgot about metaphor in novelist Tide Turner. That actually ending up being very useful. Novelist opting to not actually take the double down, realizing this doctor doesn't have the resources to survive and would rather keep the HP for himself.
And there goes that doctor dead on chair. And all Firework needs to go into round 3 is a 3K. And looks like our prospector is coming in to harass. Maybe getting that magnet, didn't quite get it fast enough.
Now, if she went for the basement, maybe he could be in position in time, but unfortunately, why would she go into the basement when she's dead on chair? Getting that magnet off and that kind of reduced stun, so it wasn't that beneficial.
Almost
really
getting that
risky
hit.
pallet stun or pallet drop. What a good stun.
And it looks like they are starting on that cipher right now. Oh, good hit on that prospector.
And she does have Blink to work with if she wants to avoid him. Oh, she swaps the teleport.
Oh, the teleport. Very good to the half-health novelist who does have tide, has that flywheel. Maybe we'll see something because the pop will not matter.
Unfortunately, as well, this novelist is dying right next to the cipher that he started. That accelerated decoding that novelist gets at the start of the first 50% of the cipher, it's not going to benefit them as they're forced to start a new one. If that novelist could have kited away from that cipher, he wouldn't have to decode with his little drawback and would have just gotten the little decoding buff and would have been fine.
Yeah, it does look like this the mercenary is going to go in for this rescue. They are looking to start a new cipher. And that mercenary is stalling it out a little bit.
And it's very good that they started that new cipher immediately.
Wondering if they will try to get this early hit on the merc.
Maybe aiming for a terror shock, but even if he gets terror shocked, he's merc delay damage, can still get it off. A beautiful rescue.
Still gets that hit, but the cipher is not quite primed yet. Maybe trying to... Oh, the hit on that mercenary. Not primed yet. Looking to try to get that novelist down.
Will we see...
Not quite dead on chair.
The delayed damage can't do that much when flywheel is out. That switch to teleport, meaning she can't blink through those pallets. The cipher might be primed in time.
Yeah.
And the metaphor. With that metaphor, it's definitely going to be enough if she doesn't pick up the mercenary.
Oh, and it looks like they popped already. Maybe get this tie.
And that's all Team Latte needs. If Team Firework doesn't get this down soon, transitioning into the graveyard, which still has so much kiting potential, he's just gonna die. And the teleport, very smart.
Oh, wow, very good.
Pallet stun.
Beautiful magnet from the prospector.
Remembering that the opera had teleport, these are very risky pallet drops too.
There looks like that another magnet. Looks like our prospector has one more.
Minimize stun.
Oh, good from the
She wants that
opera.
3K. I think she has to leave him on the ground though, and she will.
Looks like she is going to go pressure that last cipher or last gate.
The other
Last
gate,
the last
yeah.
cipher, the gates.
Last cipher. Missing a dash, so she has
Uh,
eyes on both them. But
looks like our
the novelist
novelist
is
is
on
in
the
fact
tram.
on the tram. Maybe going for our prospector is up.
And the prospector is up, yes. We have eyes and we kind of know where all of the survivors are, but with so many bodies alive in the end game, can this opera really do much when her only trait is teleport and she still needs it another 30 seconds? That gate will open.
You might see this down on the
And we will see
mercenary.
it's delayed damage.
And no, it
But
is
it
not
is
delayed. It
detention,
does
yeah,
have the
not yet.
detention. We do get the tie, and that means Firework will not go into the third round. So, all right.
Yes, that will put Team Latte at 13 points and Team Firework at 5. Even if they went into a round 3, they would not be able to catch up. So it is going to be a win for Team Latte.
Congratulations to Team Latte. We will see you guys at 4 p.m. for our final. So our last round will be Latte versus Petrichor. Super excited to see.
If I'm Team Petrichor, I'm banning that Fool's Gold.
I would also ban that Fool's Gold. Super scary. Definitely got some very good plays because that is a whole 10 points from those 4 kills.
Yeah, and that's how it shows. Yesterday we got a lot of 3 kills, 1 out. Even that 1 out is enough points to keep the competition close.
Yes.
Getting those 4Ks, your opposing team doesn't get any points.
Yeah, it was a very close game yesterday. We did have many 3 kills, 3 escapes. We had a bunch of ties, and we did go into the overtime, which was very fun to see. It's very interesting we did not go into our third round. Very good from that Fool's Gold, carrying Latte into the finals. And so maybe we'll see some more of that Fool's Gold in our first round.
And that being said, even though that Fool's Gold was dominating so much, Team Fireworks still put in like a hell of a work and made that Fool's Gold have to slug them out. Yes, it was a pretty good domination and the 4K was very clean, but Team Firework was fighting for it till the end and they kept creating opportunities for themselves. So they didn't give up until it was entirely over, which is very admirable when the games looked like they were going to be very rough to pull out. So
Definitely.
I have a lot of respect for Team Firework survivors for keeping it up and really almost getting those dungeons, fighting for the dungeons both times in a row.
Yes.
But that Fool's Gold kept limiting their resources, making it very difficult. Either way, I respect both of the teams very much. It was a very good game. It was very
as a
nice
very
to
good
watch.
match. So we will see you guys back here in about 3 hours. Take some time to rest, get some food, and be ready for our finals. Super excited.
Yep, and let us know who you're going to root for. Team Petrichor, who played yesterday, or Team Latte, who played today.
Definitely. All right. Well, thank you all for watching. We'll see you guys soon.
Yep, thank you so much for watching. We'll be back in a couple hours.
All right.